Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today we have some urgent and concerning news to discuss. We're going to delve into the latest developments in Gaza and the ongoing humanitarian crisis. As the conflict in Gaza continues to escalate, a second humanitarian convoy has entered the Gaza Strip from Egypt. This comes at a critical time as Israel intensifies its air raids on this besieged enclave. The situation is dire, with 55 people killed overnight as a result of these bombardments. The convoy consisted of 17 trucks, following a first convoy of 20 trucks that carried much-needed medical aid, food, and water into the area. Gaza has been under intense Israeli bombing since October 7th, triggered by a deadly Hamas attack that claimed the lives of more than 1,400 Israelis. Our journalist on the ground, Hani Abu Ishiba, reports that these trucks primarily contain essential medical aid. Gaza's hospitals are in desperate need of medical supplies, and the lack of fuel for generators is a major concern. Without fuel, these hospitals are struggling to provide even basic care. Thomas White of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA, revealed that while some trucks look like they contain fuel, they are actually transporting fuel internally between depots. Unfortunately, no new fuel is entering Gaza, and this is a critical issue as fuel is vital to keep aid operations going. However, it's important to note that the aid deliveries, while crucial, are far from sufficient. The humanitarian situation in Gaza is dire. Medical supplies are running low, and there is a scarcity of food and drinking water. Israel's restrictions have cut off electricity, fuel, and water supplies, exacerbating the crisis. The UN has reported damage to sanitation facilities, water wells, reservoirs, and pumping stations due to the incessant airstrikes. The international agency estimates that around 100 trucks per day are needed to meet the basic needs of Gaza's 2.3 million people. Cindy McCain, the executive director of the World Food Program, emphasizes the urgency, saying, "We've got to get more trucks in." Ensuring aid reaches the right beneficiaries safely and consistently is also of utmost importance. While these aid deliveries are taking place, Israeli military airstrikes continue to devastate Gaza and Rafah. Overnight air raids have resulted in at least 55 casualties and the destruction of 30 homes in Gaza, according to local authorities. These critical events have led the UN to step up pressure on both Israel and Hamas, calling for a humanitarian ceasefire to determine safe delivery locations for aid. The UN Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief, Martin Griffiths, has highlighted the need for clarity regarding areas that must not be targeted by any side, as per international humanitarian law. Griffiths stresses that civilian infrastructure, including hospitals and schools, should be exempt from attacks. He further calls for a formalized inspection regime for aid delivery, as established in other conflicts, and a mechanism to continually assess the needs of Gaza's residents for better fundraising and relief efforts. As the situation in Gaza remains extremely fluid and complex, it's crucial to stay informed about the evolving developments in the region. We'll continue to follow this story closely and provide updates as they come in. Thank you for tuning in, and please share this information to raise awareness about the ongoing crisis in Gaza. Our thoughts are with the people of Gaza during these challenging times. That's all for today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and informed.